And welcome back, and we're moving into our second segment for the morning. Volleyball Championships. This weekend is definitely going to be one to reckon with. Our athletes will be representing. And in with us, we've got Allan Sharp, who is, of course, the Belize Volleyball Association resident. And we've got Kelsey Balderamos in with us as well, who is, of course, the vice president responsible for female volleyball athletes. Guys, good morning and welcome, and it's so nice to have you in.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having us.
So. This weekend is definitely one to reckon with, right?
Yes, well, this weekend is every year, the last weekend of January, we have the National Championship, which is now an open tournament. So any team, any age, can come into the tournament.
Really?
And compete, yes. And it's been growing. So we're very happy with the way it's going. In fact, this year, we have so many teams, we have to use 2 venues. So on Saturday, the females will be at Belize Elementary gym, and the males will be at St. Catherine's gym. And on Sunday, we do all the semifinals and finals at St. Catherine's. So
you said any team, as long as you feel like you're ready to take on some hot teams. Now, tell us about that. How does that work? Any team, what do we do? How do we be a part of it?
Well, of course, we post out to all the people that we know might be interested. So we contact all the district association presidents. We contact some teams directly we know that are active. We do it on Facebook, Twitter, etc. And then there's a procedure, a deadline set, which was yesterday for teams to register. And then we get teams from all over the country that come in from all the way from Corozal all the way down to PG. Everybody coming in.
Anybody who thinks they can make it as the champs.
Exactly. Exactly.
So how many teams actually registered as of yesterday?
Well, we had 8 teams in men and 5 in women, which is very good. That's a total of about 30 matches.
Wow.
So or probably more. That's 30 regular matches. Then you have the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's quite a bit of volleyball happening over 2 days. Yes.
Yeah.
We start at 8:30 in the morning, so we can cover that in 2 days.
What's the youngest teams that you're seeing?
The youngest team is a Stars junior team. It's Ultra Stars, and we have someone as young as 13 years old playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So in terms of the age range of how these tournaments will go, if you have your team, you feel like you're ready for it, is there like an under 13 or a U14? How's this?
No, in this, well, so far, we hope to get there because that's what we see on the Mexican side when we go to play over there. But what we do hope to get there, but this year, there's a Stars youth team. Some girls out of Orange Walk will be also very young. We expect some guys out of some of the districts will be very young, 14, 15, maybe even less. I mean, that's the best way to grow. You're going to play with the big guys.
Yeah.
I mean, when we go across and play in tournaments on the Mexican side, I mean, you have adults, big senior teams, senior national team for ours, and you playing sometime against youth teams. You're playing against 13, 14, 15-year-olds because they have like 20-some teams in the men, and but they put the team in to compete, to learn. So there's a lot to that's happening, and we just to show you, we have, I think, a team from just about every district except Stan Creek in this tournament. Okay. San Pedro and Kikaka almost made it in, but they've decided to join up with some other teams. And every year, we're getting more and more of the participation, which is good. And we're trying to build that base, trying to get more young players in, and so that's working out well.
Talk to us about what takes place during the course of the year, because obviously these teams have been competing in some kind of competition along the way to feel ready to come out for nationals.
Right. Prior, we used to have that only the champion from each district or each association can come. But then we decided to open it up because sometimes you have very strong teams. For the rest of the year, what happens is right after nationals in Belize City, what we call the Division 1 starts, and that goes from February through May. In other districts, like in Corozal, they have their weekend tournaments or sometimes week tournaments, of which they have sometimes up to 11 teams participating. In Orange Walk, they've now restarted. So they also have their competition. Obviously, places like Orange Walk, Belize City, some of the others, and now with some others that have indoor, they can do throughout the tournament. Otherwise, everybody's trying to push into the dry season to get theirs done. But even like down in Toledo, in PG, they have to do like weekend tournaments and so forth because, well, it's not as easy as in Belize City.
Of course.
Yeah.
But we do try to have tournaments throughout the year. This year, we hope to have 2 Division 1s, so the players remain very active.
Yeah.
Our national team programs sometimes grab a lot of time. It I don't want to say interferes, but definitely you have to start focusing which way are we going to focus on what we're doing, because every year between April and like October is just national tournament or an international tournament after international tournament.
Yeah. Now we've seen the young girls competing quite a bit. Tell us a bit about the growth of interest from the young girls in volleyball.
Well, the interest has definitely grown. Right now, the primary school competition is on, so those kids are really excited. I don't think the primary school ages can play in this tournament, but they're very excited to go watch. They're ball shaggers, they're lines people, and they're growing up in a program and a culture where they're seeing what's happening from their young, and they're very inspired and motivated to play when they get older.
Yeah. Definitely. You know, I always say the passion for a sport, you were not born with it. You actually develop it by watching it. So my thing would be from the Belize Volleyball Association standpoint, what are we doing for the youths? Are we spreading this thing out? Because you did mention that, you know, in the Stan Creek district, there's not a team. So what's going on there for them not to have a team out? Why are they not as active as the other districts?
Well, I think districts have sometimes the challenges. One is when you've been dormant for a while and you try to restarting is very difficult.
Yeah.
But not to say that, I mean, Stan Creek doesn't have a team, but Stan Creek has a lot of players playing on other club teams. So sometimes it becomes an issue whereby I've been playing for a club or a team the whole year, and now we get to national. So I prefer to stay with my team that I've been playing with, and I'll play with them. And that when you deal with the smaller districts, sometimes that does have an effect. I think even though we know for the past 4 or 5 years that every last weekend in January is a date. You know how we do it in Belize. We take a little bit long to organize, and then the date catches us, and we're not quite ready. And so I think that's also part of it. And
Such a horrible time. I mean, do you have enough time to get over all the ham and turkey from Christmas?
Yeah.
well, you'd be surprised.
Well, all the athletes are a little bit still overweight.
But things aren't happening right through. I mean,
That's the discipline they have to learn.
yeah. So.
Now, the competition this weekend, it's 2 days. Tell us a bit about how the games are being scheduled and how the elimination will take place up to the finals.
Yeah. In the female, we have 5 teams, so that's a round robin. Everybody plays everybody.
Okay.
So that's total of 10 matches just in female.
Okay.
They start at 8:30 in the morning, and they go till they finish. It's a best of 3 sets rather than best of 5, so we do best of 3 sets. So it lasts about 45 minutes to an hour per match, and we go through till we're done with the females there. The men are broken up into 2 groups, 2 groups of 4, 3 divided by, that's 6 matches each. That's a total of 12 matches for the day that they have to get done before the evening time. Sometimes the matches go right up till very late on Saturday night. We're hoping with the 2 venues to avoid that stress. And then we start 8:30 in the morning on Saturday with the quarterfinal matches. So we then play quarterfinal, semifinal, final, and we're normally done about 4 p.m. With the matches, and we have the award ceremony, and everybody is happy and some are sad.
That's a lot of volleyball.
That's a lot of volleyball indeed. But we represented, we actually hosted I think it was Central American tournament.
U20, yes.
Okay, the U20, and now for Kelsey, you guys are now idols to a lot of people. I watched those games and I saw so many people out there. They were actually cheering us on. So that's a good thing. Yes, but definitely. Folks are, you know, the kids who might find you guys as an idol might not know how hard it is they have to train to be to be somebody who plays volleyball. Talk to us about the training. What is so hard and what is easy about volleyball? Why do you love volleyball?
I love volleyball because it's a very fun sport. So in terms of inspiring the kids, most national team players, I'd say about half of us are actually coaches as well. So it's pretty easy because the kids believe us. They know we're still active, we're still playing, and they see. We encourage all of them to go watch our games, watch our scrimmages. So they know that we know what it takes to be a national team player, and that's what we're trying to get them to do.
Yeah.
So we don't get much resistance. They just believe us. Yes, miss, I know this is what we're supposed to do, and they go. So as our job as national team players and coaches is to inspire them, motivate them, and train them, and get them into that structure and that discipline to know that they have what it takes when they get older to be national team athletes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Man, excellent though. Especially to represent, a country such as ours. That must have been something that, that standed out to you. What was that like to be on the national stage and then again representing right here at home?
That is as an athlete, that is the biggest pride you can ever imagine. Your dream is to represent your country, and much less in a sport that you're good at, a sport that you like. I could say that the results weren't favorable, but that didn't represent how much time we put in and what we actually did show on the court. We grew a lot, having only 3 months of training, and I think that everybody was proud of what we accomplished because we got a lot of compliments, and everybody was impressed with what Team Belize brought out to that competition.
Yeah.
And we get to see it again in this year.
Yes, and actually this is our 3rd year in a row. We did the World Championship qualification in men in 2016. Last year was the under 20, and this year we do the Women's Central American Volleyball Championship.
Wow.
August 3rd to the 12th, so mark the dates, it's set already. August 3rd to the 12th. Hopefully we can use the city center with its lines, with volleyball lines.
Are you allowed to practice there already? What's
Not yet. They haven't done the contract with the management yet, but
Okay.
we're looking forward that we'll be able to use it and that they'll put down the line soon so that we can get practice in
There's
there.
a designated space for volleyball?
Well, the court itself, it's
Okay.
the one court that is supposed to be multi-purpose for different sports, so including volleyball. So we're looking forward to that. I think it would be great. It's a well-established tournament. It will be live online on TV, not only here but on the international as well. So it's a big tournament for us.
Yeah.
Would you say that for volleyball we are making actually some historical feat here for the fact that three international tournaments being held right here at home, back to back to back?
Well, I think even the first one we did with the World Championship qualification was huge, not only for volleyball but for sport in Belize. And then we did the under 20 last year. This year we do the Central American Championship, and in fact next year they're asking us to host the under 20 Pan American Cup.
My
That
gosh.
includes South American teams, and only the big boys come to that, or big girls. So
What was that sound, Kelsey? That's
a
intense
good
competition.
team,
yeah, but I mean, again, what these tournaments do, what these international tournaments do, not only when we play abroad, but when we play locally, especially locally, there's a big jump in the interest of athletes. Everybody wants to play.
Yes.
And I mean, as Kelsey mentioned, playing at home is very big for any athlete.
So what team will be playing in August?
In August, it's all 7 Central American countries who have already done the preliminary agreement that they will be coming. It's August 3rd to the 12th. So they arrive on the 3rd, they leave the 12th. And we play a round robin, but that's women, so that's the highest female level in Central America.
So you'll be playing that?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think I might take a skip on that national team because I'm actually focusing on beach volleyball now.
Yeah, because
Really?
Yes.
first time, big news, I forgot to mention that because it's big news. First time ever, Belize volleyball qualified to the Central American Caribbean Games in female beach volleyball. I mean, we've qualified in indoor men way back. First time we've qualified. Nobody give us a gift.
No free pass.
No free pass. This was a qualification that we made it in female volleyball. And we actually have a chance in men volleyball as well.
Wow.
In
This
beach
is beach
volleyball.
specific. Yes,
beach volleyball.
And beach is harder.
Beach is hard.
Tell us about it, Kelsey. You guys are holding out. Tell us about it.
You once hosted a beach competition in Marion Jones. I remember that
we
one.
did 2006 in Old Belize. We did 2011 in Marion Jones, and we start our local beach tour February 11th, Sunday, February 11th at Old Belize
Beach.
At Cucumba Beach.
Yes.
Men and women. So it's going to be exciting. But I'll let Kelsey tell you about the Central American Championship.
So about the Central American Championship, unfortunately the dates intersect for the competition that we're hosting. So myself and my partner Emma, we've decided that we will completely focus on beach volleyball to try to be as prepared as we can for Colombia, because it's 24 teams in Central America and Caribbean, and it's going to take a lot of work. Emma and myself, we've had a lot of success internationally. 2 years ago when we went to Cayman Islands in the Norseca stop, we won one match and came really close for all the rest. And I think that's what got us the bid into this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So beach volleyball is a lot more physically demanding than indoor. It requires the same skill sets, but again, it's only you and your partner, and you play in the sand, you play in the sun, you play against the wind, you play against your tough competition. It's all about speed, agility, and it's so physically demanding. It's really fun to watch, really entertaining, because there are a lot more hustle days, there are a lot more hustle plays, and not so much about strength and power, but a lot about smarts.
Of course.
Yes, so I actually started with the younger girls development program as well. So 2 days out of the week we go to Marion Jones and we play some beach volleyball, and they seem to enjoy it. All of them will be playing in this beach stop, so it will be their first time. It's going to be a really nice competition, a really nice day out on the beach.
Yeah.
Wow.
And when is the competition in Colombia, you said?
The Central American Games?
Yeah.
From July 19th to August 3rd.
Okay.
Wow.
It's actually it's a tournament that's just below the Pan Am Games. It's the Central American and the Caribbean. So it's the tournament that's so there's Central America Games, then there's Central America and Caribbean Games. That's the one that they qualified to, and that's in Colombia. I mean Barranquilla, and the beach tournament is sometime from it's the very end of July up to August 3rd, and then we start August 3rd. So that's why it's a bit of a conflict of training and dates for that. So, but that will be fantastic because that tournament has very strong teams.
So the competition is going to be on.
Oh yes, yes. We've already started. We've already started preparing.
Are you Kelsey living your dream?
For the most part, yes. I mean, I can't complain. I'm a volleyball coach. I'm doing what I love. I get to work with kids. I get to set my own schedule for the most part. So, I feel really blessed and appreciative that I get this opportunity to try to inspire, motivate, and my goal is to see the future at least playing better than I was.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this weekend at the BES Auditorium and at the SCA gym, people can go in and watch volleyball all day long.
Yes.
And there are quite a number of volleyball enthusiasts in this country. We got to say that much.
They are.
So where can people get tickets? What's the cost?
Well, we sell the tickets at the door. It's $5 entrance, but the entrance gets you into both gyms. We give you a wristband, so once you get into one gym, you get to go into the next gym.
For $5.
For $5.
Yeah.
And to see 30 matches.
Yeah.
So you can't beat that. I can't even calculate that right now.
We won't ask you to.
Yeah.
And who were the male and female teams to watch?
Well, in the men, there've been so many changes for national champion. Orange Walk, Bad News, Jaguars, Scorpions have all done. There's two Scorpions. There's Scorpions from Belize. There's Scorpions from PG. They've both won the national championship in the past. Jaguars has won in the past. Orange Walk has won. In female, Stars is the strongest team right now, but Jaguars is the defending champion. So it's going to be. There's always a battle there.
Yeah.
So Orange Walk's bringing a young team, but I don't know who's playing on the team, so we don't know what that's going to look like. And I'll say this, even though I think that the second Stars team is a very aggressive team. They're young, but very, very good. They might not have the experience of the senior stars that Kelsey plays on, but I would definitely keep my eye on them as well.
So the team that you helped to coach will play against you in the
Yes,
competition.
I'm still coaching them except when we're playing against each other.
There you go. Teacher never teaches everything.
That's a win-win situation. You
Yeah.
either coach the winners or you're out of the winners.
Yes.
But what is that? What do you think that moment is going to be like? I'm sure it's a very proud one. You're actually about to play against a team that you actually coach. Talk to us about it.
Well, we scrimmage against them and they beat us sometimes, so they know they can do it. It's like Marlena said, it's a win-win. I'm sad we lost, but I'm happy they beat us. Same thing. I'm glad we won, but I'm sad they didn't make it. So but it's fun. It's challenging. It's good. We have a nice little dynamic going.
Yeah, I love that. I had a stint with volleyball all the way back in my sixth form days. Oof, we back. And we used to, there was always a lot of trash talking, and this was what actually riled the people up. And if you're serving this ball and you always serve it to Allan Sharp, and whenever you serve it to Allan Sharp, he is missing the ball or he's making a bad
pass.
bump, then he's actually the cow.
Yeah.
Because we say we milk you.
Yes, true.
So do we have a lot of these things happening?
Yes, especially interclub, with opponents and rivals. Yes, that happens a lot.
Nice.
It's fun, but it's all fun and jokes.
$5.
$5.
My God.
And if you can't make it out, we'll be going live from our Facebook page. It's at Belize Volleyball on Facebook. So we'll be trying to go live from the main games.
Okay.
So
And please
just
like,
follow us.
please like all our
follow,
pages.
subscribe.
Yeah.
And in fact, that is something that we see with most of your competitions, that the games are streamed live
Yes.
online, so
Yes.
people can be
Yes,
able
we
to
do a lot of
access
that.
it,
We
you
do
know.
a lot
Alright.
of that.
All right, but the best experience will be there at the gym,
Of course.
or the auditorium, to be able to see all the excitement and feel all the energy.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent.
The games start at 8:30 here in Belize City. So remember, it's $5 entrance to both gyms on Saturday. And of course, you get to watch all the matches that you want, male or female. Just choose or schedule your day accordingly.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you
Thank you
very
for
much for
having
having
us.
us.
Right.
Best of luck this weekend as well.
Thank you.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we'll be doing some vegetarian cooking. So stay tuned.